Today, I am reviewing the GEEKOM IT13 Mini PC. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. If you are tired of a massive desktop tower hogging all your desk space, but you are terrified that a mini PC will just turn into a loud, overheating paperweight, you need to hear about my experience with the GEEKOM IT13. I have been running this thing as my primary workstation for the past few weeks, and it is a fascinating piece of hardware that gets a lot right, though it is not without some quirks that you should know before you drop your money on it. The first thing you notice when you pull the IT13 out of the box is that it actually feels like a piece of enterprise equipment rather than a cheap plastic toy. The chassis is a mix of metal and reinforced composite, and it is surprisingly dense. GEEKOM claims it can handle over 400 pounds of pressure, and while I did not try to sit on it, the build quality is significantly better than most of the budget mini PCs I have tested in the past. It feels substantial and sturdy, which gives me a lot of confidence for long-term use. If you're curious about the current pricing or want to check the latest deals on this specific model, you can find the links below the video. Performance-wise, the i5-13600H is the star of the show here. This is a 12-core, 16-thread processor, and for day-to-day office work, web browsing, and even light to medium photo editing, it is complete overkill. It handles multitasking with absolute ease. I had 30 Chrome tabs open, a heavy spreadsheet running, and a video editor active in the background, and the system never stuttered. The 16 gigabytes of RAM is a solid starting point, but if you are doing heavy virtualization or intensive creative work, the fact that you can pop this open and upgrade it to 96 gigabytes is a huge win for longevity. However, let us talk about the cooling, because this is where most mini PCs fail. The IT13 uses a fan-based cooling system that stays mostly silent during light tasks. When you really push the processor, you will hear it. It is not a high-pitched whine that will drive you crazy, but it is definitely audible. It is a necessary trade-off for cramming this much power into a small box, but if you are someone who needs absolute silence for recording audio or deep focus, you should be aware that the fan is going to kick in under heavy loads. Connectivity is where this thing really shines. Having dual USB 4 ports is a game changer, especially if you want to connect high-speed external storage, or even an external GPU setup later on. The 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port is also a great inclusion for anyone with a fast home network or a NAS setup. I found the Wi-Fi 6E performance to be rock solid, too. I moved the unit around my house to test signal penetration, and it held a strong connection even in rooms where my laptop usually struggles. You can check the links below the video if you want to see the full list of ports and specifications for yourself. Now, here is the honest truth about who this is for and who should skip it. If you are a student, a professional working from home, or someone who needs a clean desk setup for productivity, this is a fantastic value. It is essentially a high-end laptop motherboard inside a stationary box, which makes it incredibly efficient. But if you're looking for a hardcore gaming rig, you need to manage your expectations. While it can handle light gaming, it lacks a dedicated graphics card. You can drive multiple 4K displays with ease, but you are not going to be playing the latest AAA titles at ultra settings on this integrated graphics chip. Another thing to keep in mind is the aesthetic. It is a very industrial, functional design. It looks great in a professional office, but if you are looking for something with RGB lighting or a flashy gamer look, this is not it. It is meant to be tucked away or placed neatly on a desk to do work, not to be the centerpiece of a neon-lit setup. The 3-year warranty is a major selling point that you should not overlook. Most mini PCs in this price range come with a 1-year warranty, so GEEKOM is clearly trying to signal that they trust their engineering. In my time with it, the system has been perfectly stable, with zero crashes or thermal throttling issues. It feels like a machine that was built to stay powered on for long stretches of time. Ultimately, the GEEKOM IT13 is a refined, powerful, and well-built machine that fills the gap between cheap, disposable mini PCs and massive, expensive workstations. It is not perfect. The fan noise under load is a reality of physics, but the performance, the upgradability, and the build quality make it a very smart purchase for the right user. If you have been on the fence about switching to a mini form factor, this is one of the most reliable options I have used. Don't forget to check the links below the video to see the current price, and explore the product further if you think it fits your needs.